Hey, Mike, Uncle and Brianna are tough before tonight. When they have a game like this, how hard is that just to kind of overcome?
I mean, we just don't have matchups right now. I mean, we're undersized. There's no Tina, there's no Elena, and it's just it's hard. They're big and strong, and we're guarding 6'7" with 6'1". And we tried to double them some. We tried to help, but if you do that too much, you're giving up wide open threes. We tried it. We did a good job on Bonner tonight. We did a good job for the most part on their guards. But those two, I mean, they just carved out space, and we didn't have much we could do about it.
Same thing, they were all over the boards tonight. Same kind of scenario, just hard without some size.
It's hard. I mean, you're blocking out and giving up. I mean, a couple times it was guards trying to block out Jonquil Jones. You had no chance, and she's got long arms. I mean, she plays like a 6'9" player, so that's what you're living with. I'm happy with how hard we played. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with how hard we played. We stayed in the game for a long period of time till we got to about the middle of the third quarter, and then it went south. I mean, they were making shots. We were not. They went on a run. I don't know what the run was. It was long. We tried timeouts and substitutions. And when you're playing shorthanded too, I mean, you're asking a lot of, several players. We had a lot of people playing, 30 minutes tonight, and it's hard. So that's where we were.
Given the circumstances, is this just one of those games that you tell the team that we're going to fight as best we can, but we understand what's the situation?
I don't ever tell them that before the game. I tell them that afterwards. I mean, I think we go into every game trying to figure out a way to win. I'm a realist that we have to try to take away some things from them and live with some things and hope we make more shots than they do. But when they get it that close to the rim, it's really tough.
And then for Ariel, she didn't take a shot until the second quarter, but then overall, she had a great night, especially considering the past whole game.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to get her going. I still would have liked to get her more, 4 or 5 more shots. But it's a good step forward from, the last few games. We got her and Shatori and Maisha all had a, pretty good offensive night. Just we don't have a lot else to go with it right now as far as depth.
Anything on Zoom, Jen?
Hey, Coach, sticking with Ariel for a second, did anything seem different to you other than just shots falling? Like, did you guys try anything different with her?
No, she's just had a couple good days of shooting at practice. I mean, she's just tried to get her rhythm back. Shooting some contested shots, just part of it is you just try to stay with your game and get back in rhythm. And, it's like a baseball player going back to the batting cage and trying to, get a groove back in your strokes. Same thing with a shooter. And that's what she's done the last few days.
And Tosh, 12 assists to 2 turnovers. What did you like about her distribution or her decision-making tonight?
Well, I thought it was great. She got a lot of people involved. She struggled with her own shot, but she got a lot of other people's shots. And she's, again, she's having to guard, DeWanna Bonner, and she does a good job on Bonner. I mean, she holds Bonner to 2 for 12. They kind of negated each other on the offensive end. But, she did a lot of good things to keep people going.
And then I think you talked about this a little bit pregame, but anything you can tell us about Elena or Tina?
No.
Fair enough. Thank you.
All right.
That's it, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks.
So if there's any in-person questions.
Hey, Tori.
What's going on?
Let's start with yourself first. Season high, you got going real early. Just how did you feel today? Was it one of those days where you see the ball going early and feel it throughout the night, or what were you seeing?
I like to watch each game after, and I felt like last game I was very passive. And offensively, I feel like I was aggressive on defense, but I feel like I was passive on offense. So I knew that I couldn't come to this game with that same mindset. I came in trying to be aggressive, and my teammates told me they need me to be aggressive. So that's kind of what my mindset was, because I'm always trying to get better from each game, how I can help the team. And that was one area that I told myself I need to be better at.
You feel, are you just, the more time you're here, I know you've been here.
Yeah.
as your time back, do you feel like you're just getting more and more comfortable as the season kind of goes on?
Yeah, definitely. But it helps when you have really good teammates that give you confidence. And it's not just, a pat on the back, but it's looking you in your eyes and telling you, I need you to do this. I need you to shoot these open shots. I need you to run the floor every single time. And so, when you have Tosh and Ariel and Deladon in your ear telling you they need you to do that and they have confidence in what I do, it makes it that much easier.
Just one last one for me, obviously you guys are shorthanded
Mhm.
and doing the best you guys can. Is it just tough on a night like this against a red hot team and the two Joneses are clicking like they were?
Yeah, it's tough, but at the end of the day, yes, we're shorthanded, but no one feels bad for us. Like, so we can't feel bad for ourselves. We have to figure it out. Every team is facing adversity. We're facing adversity, so we just got to figure it out, just like everyone else. Mhm. How you doing?
Good, how about you?
Good.
Their length is just so.
Yeah.
Especially when they're the top players before.
Yeah.
How much were their double teams attack and kind of just preventing you guys from doing what you wanted to do on offense?
Yeah, they're very, very disruptive on the defensive end due to their length. But sometimes we didn't, we had to get better at certain things, certain areas. But it's definitely a game that we can get better at looking forward. Because we probably won't see a defense that good. So if we can get better from this game, I feel like, moving forward would be much easier.
And then to that point, what were kind of the positives you see that you can maybe take forward into that game? I mean, for the first half, at least you guys were with them. John Paul had 21 points, but it was a close game.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. We definitely show bright spots. Like we're not a bad team at all. Like you look at our roster and we're pretty good. We're talented. We just got to put it all together. And unfortunately, we don't have much time to, but we'll figure it out. We'll continue to put the work in. We'll continue to watch film. We'll continue to get better each and every day. And I'm positive and confident that we'll get it together.
Jen,
Hey, Story, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Good. Just curious to start, for you personally, does going up against all those former Terps, do you get hyped for that or get extra pumped for that matchup?
Yeah, it's always fun for sure. I mean, you got the ones on the court, and then you have AT. Of course, she's gonna say her 2 cents every time I'm running past her bench. So it's definitely it's definitely competitive, but at the end of the day, it's definitely all love. But at the end of the day, those are my sisters, and it's it's crazy because sometimes I had to catch myself on the sideline, like, tough take to Kyla, but I'm like, dang, like, she's on another team, so not so tough, I guess. But yeah, it's all love. Those are my sisters.
And sticking with that for a second, what do you see from Bree Jones tonight? And, from just your perspective over the years, how has she gotten more difficult to guard since she entered the league?
I mean, I remember Bree when she was coming out of high school. I mean, obviously we were the same. We played 4 years at Maryland together. And just the transformation, just the dedication, just the hard work. And I'm just so happy that she's getting the recognition that she deserves with the all-star team, with the player of the weeks. I mean, she deserves it all. She's such a hard worker. And I mean, she's one of those players also, like when she's on the court, like she doesn't care about statistics. And of course, everyone says, oh yeah, I don't care. But she genuinely just goes out there and plays as hard as she can. And then everything just happens. Like, I mean, she's going to go for every single rebound. She's going to try to kill someone on the screen. Like she does the dirty work. And and every team needs a player like that.
Awesome. And then last thing for me real quick, I just wanted to ask you about Erica McCall, given that she was going up against her sister tonight. Did she come in with I know she has a ton of energy, but any extra energy, or what do you see from her on the court?
See, she always comes in with a lot of energy. So it's hard to decipher if she came in with any more because she's always high energy player. She didn't really talk about it much because I feel like it's kind of repetitive for her because they've been going against each other for so long. But I know like deep down, she probably definitely wants to leave with a win and one up her sister. I know I would.
And she did get that fadeaway over her sister.
Right. Yeah, for sure. That was tough.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.